It's Sunday, November 22nd, and I want to get a jump on the week, so I'm doing a little bit of research to see if I can find some stocks that I might be interested in trading. Hello, traders. Let's take a look at the market, then let's zero in on some individual stocks, and then let's see if we can find some swing trades. Market's pretty choppy. You can see here from the D1 chart, we've got quite a wide range that's almost this entire bar. This is 150 points. That's where the market opened after the Pfizer news on their vaccine. That's where it closed that day. We came back and filled in the gap from the prior day. That's our range right there, roughly SPY 364 down to SPY 350. We are moving within that range. We've got lots of opposing forces. We've got a lot of good things happening. We've got a lot of bad things or questionable things that loom as well. Buyers and sellers are paired off. I think we're going to stay in this range probably the rest of the year. Right now, we're testing the low end of that range, and you can see how we've had a couple of days of selling last week. That was Wednesday, that was Friday. So I'm going to keep my market commentary pretty brief here. I am neutral to slightly bullish. The slightly bullish part comes from the fact that we have seasonal strength. The market also has a tendency to rally into holidays. Now, the one thing that we should know is that holidays suck a number of good trading days right out of the picture. So next week we have Thanksgiving. Yes, Thanksgiving is a holiday, but it's also going to take Wednesday along with it. Black Friday, we'll see a little bit of trading based on the supposed retail sales that are taking place, but it's going to be a pretty dead week. That favors premium sellers. It does not favor premium buyers. So, of course, we're going to be looking for bullish stocks that we can sell out of the money, put premium on. So, let's get started. By the way, if you'd like to see my pre open market comments each day, in the description area of this video, you'll see a link to my Twitter feed. I suggest that you subscribe to it. That way you can get all the technical and fundamental information every trading day before the open, and I don't have to spend as much time on it during my videos. So please look for that link. Please sign up for it. I went through the list here. This is Bull Run. A lot of nice looking stocks in here, but nothing that really caught my attention. So what I'd rather do is I'd rather go in and create a custom search. A lot of these variables you're going to be familiar with because I've used them in previous videos. Very easy. I'm looking for good option liquidity. So I've got a rating of 0 to 15. I'd also like a stock that has already announced earnings. So I used October 9th for a start date and November 22nd as an end date. Now, it could have been even before October 9th, so it didn't have to be October 9th. I also wanted a stock that finished Friday above the prior day's high. This is a pretty good search criteria that's going to be fairly restrictive. Why? Because you can see Friday, we had a down market. So the market opened here pretty much where it closed the previous day, and it closed on its low. So any stock that rallied above its prior day high had to fight a weak market. And there's the price action that you can see on Friday. Down, 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 closing on its low of the week. Well, if you have a stock that closed above its prior day's high, that's nice relative strength. So I wanted that as a criteria. And I also wanted to make sure that it had relative strength versus the overall market as well. So you can see here, strength versus the S&P 500 on a daily basis and on a 4-hour basis. I also wanted to see a stock that had very heavy volume, another good restrictive variable. And then finally, ADX in the bullish column on a 15-minute basis tells me that the stock finished the day pretty dang strong on Friday. I only have about 7 or 8 candidates to take a look at, so let's move this off to the side and then let's do some clicking and I'll tell you why I like something or why I don't. This is too choppy. There's no pace, there's no order. Yes, you've got some horizontal support here, but you're below the major moving averages. Got a little bit of a gap right in here. Maybe I would day trade it, probably not. Nothing too interesting for me there. BABA, Alibaba, you have a long-term upward sloping trend line right here. You can see it visually. That's been breached to the downside. The stock is below the 100-day moving average. It's trying to get above the 100-day moving average, and if it can do so next week, I think that sets us up for a decent bullish put spread down here around the 252 level. But we need to make sure that it can get above the 100-day moving average and close above it. If it does, this little gap right in here will fill, and it's likely to challenge that 50-day moving average. If I'm selling it out of the money bullish put spread, do I care that it gets above the 50-day moving average? No, not really. As long as it preserves that 100-day moving average, that's all I need. So I would be looking for something down here in the 250 area. I'd like to go down to 240, but I'm not going to get any decent credit for it if I do that. Let's just, for the heck of it, go in and take a look at where the the December 11th puts might be trading around that 250 level, and we'd be looking 250, 247.50. Now there's 2.5 points between the strike prices, so you know I'll be looking for a 50-cent credit, and it's a negative 18 cents bid offered at $1.10. Maybe. I mean, there might be a chance, especially if Alibaba pulls back a little bit. Now, we are 2 hours before the S&P 500 futures are going to begin trading. I have no idea of what they're going to do. They could be up 50 or they could be down 50 for all I know. So if the market looks very, very soft Monday morning, look at a spread like this and see what you can get for it. But again, I wouldn't be too aggressive with it until it can get above the 100-day moving average and close above it. So I would say don't trade BABA yet. Well, what can I do with information like that? I can find a point. Unfortunately, I don't have much very close that I can lean on, but I can double click on the top of that bar to set a horizontal GTC alert. So that's what I'm going to do. And if Alibaba can get to this point, then yes, it becomes much more interesting to me. So we'll continue to go down the list. BLDP. Also, pretty choppy. Yeah, I like it above the 100-day moving average, but you can see the stock really hasn't had anything going in its favor. Glue, this is kind of nice because we've got multiple support levels here. We have a breakout through horizontal resistance there, which lines up pretty well with that 100-day moving average. Got a nice little upward sloping trend line here. It is a choppy stock. So again, not really my favorite. Plus, you've got an $8.50 stock. Would I day trade it on the upside? Yep. Swing trade it, sell a bullish put spread down here around the $8 level. I'm not that anxious about it, so I'm going to keep looking. NRZ, this is nice. You've got a really good horizontal breakout here, so that's nice. Got it testing horizontal resistance right here on Friday, right there. You can see how it was above it, and look how it came down and tested that exact price point. And there was the high right there, which it managed to close above that high. Yeah, I think NRZ looks pretty good. It's a $9.50 stock. This is one that I probably would be looking at on Monday just to see if it's got any follow through. If it does, then I may consider day trading it. And you could see how this is a major horizontal resistance level, huge decline in here, and now it's starting to work its way back. So all of that looks actually pretty good for the stock. Now it is a $9.50 stock, so not much to work with from an option trading standpoint. So yes, I'm going to click GTC. I'm going to click on the high there. I'll probably get an alert right away Monday morning. It will serve as a reminder that, hey, remember NRZ, you're kind of interested in that. I could also put it into a watch list. That would be another way to keep it on my radar. So that looked pretty good. This I like. This is the kind of breakout that I like. Nice orderly price action, horizontal resistance right there, retest, earnings, breakout, close on the high, pulls back a little bit the next day. Half of the long green candle is preserved, that's the low of the day, and the stock rallies to close on its high. Here's the keynote. On a day when the market was down. That is relative strength. I absolutely will be looking to trade NUAV. N tomorrow from a day trading standpoint. So I've got my alert set on that, and let's see what we might be able to do for the options. Now you can see that the stock closed at 41.33. I like this opening price here. That will be the first support level that we can lean on, and that opening price was 37.57. So that means we've got to go down to the 37 strike price, and we have to go out to December, unfortunately. So this is going to be a fairly long-term trade. And you can see the 37 puts right there. Those are also two standard deviations away. The red line is 1, the blue line is 2. So I'm going to click on the 37, and then I'm going to click on the 36. And here you can see option premiums, very cheap. There's no credit to be had there. I need to get a 20-cent credit for it, but you can see that that spread is a negative 15 cents bid offered at 35 cents. So I don't know that we'd be able to get filled on that. We need to get a 20-cent credit on a $1 spread. So if you see the stock pull back a little bit tomorrow and you can get that 20-cent credit, yes, I like it. And yes, I think you should do that. So actually, I'm going to put this in the staged orders because I want members to be able to see this one. And there's the trade. NUAN selling the December 18, 37 put, buying the 36 put, doing that for a 20-cent credit. Click staged order. Now members can see that. So yes, this is a really good trade. This will be a good one also from a day trading standpoint. Let's take a look at that 5-minute price action on Friday to see what the stock did. Look at that beautiful, beautiful grind higher. Never looked back. Now that tells you when the market's choppy that every selling opportunity that traders had to knock this stock down, they couldn't do it. You can see right here, market cracks a little bit, rallies, then it really cracks down right here. So the gray line is SPY. Look at that drop in the SPY and look at what the stock did. Tick, 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 higher. And so what happens here is you have profit takers. This stock is up huge. It's finally broken out. I'm going to start taking some chips off the table. Those sellers come in when they see market selling like this, and they go to hit the bids and sell it. And lo and behold, there are so many buyers that a drop in the stock price can never materialize because the buyers are lined up and they're getting more and more aggressive with each passing minute. When you see a stock like that on a mission and you see market action like that, you know the stock wants to go higher. That is trading relative strength. That's what we do. That's what Option Stalker helps us find. So we'll go back in and we'll take a look. I like NUAN, probably my stock of the day. Roku. Everybody knows Roku. Recently, it's had a big breakout here through horizontal resistance. I like that. Long green candle closing on its high. Very good price action on Friday, closing near its high in a weak market. All looks good. Excellent volume down in here. Put the 1 OSI indicator up. That orange line is going to be well above zero. There you can see the relative strength that it has. Let's take a look at those options and see what else we might have here. Now here you've got to go down. That probably is as close as you'll be able to get. That 240 level right there was the breakout. I don't think you can get any farther away from the stock and get a decent credit because it's already 23 points away from the money. So let's see if there's anything. I'm a little bit doubtful, but we'll put in ROKU and we'll take a look at what premiums we have available. I'm only going out 2 weeks. I could go out 3 weeks. So let's go out 3 weeks and we'll take a look at the December 18th expiration. Gosh, December 18th, that's scary. That's just before Christmas. Let's see here. 263. We're going down to the 240s. And we'll take a look at the 240, 235. I'd need to get $1 for that. And that is more than $1 bid-ask spread. You can see $1.05 bid offered at $1.80. Boy, you could probably even get $1.30 for this spread. Not bad. Can we be a little bit more conservative with this spread and really increase our odds of success by maybe coming inside of this upward sloping trend line here down to the 225 strike. I would prefer to do that. And look, here we've also got a 2 standard deviation line right there. So I'm looking at the 225, 220 bullish put spread. There we've got a 55-cent bid offered at 91 cents. So we're not quite at that dollar threshold. We can keep coming back to see how that changes. So there, that's not bad. 230, 225, and you've got 85-cent bid offered at $1.30. That probably would fill tomorrow, and that is the December 18th expiration. Selling the December 18th 230 put, buying the 225 put, doing that for a $1 credit. I think that might be doable tomorrow morning. So that's a trade that you might also consider doing. That 230 puts us right below here, right in here. I think this stock is going to move higher. It's had good volume, nice breakout, sustained movement. It's got all the ingredients that we need. I like it. I think that's a good spread. I'm going to also add this one to the staged order screen. So we got two already. How long have we been at this? Maybe 15 minutes, plus I'm describing everything to you. Let's keep looking. SKT. Now this is a nice breakout here through horizontal resistance, and you have to ignore the last bar. I'm sorry, everything's updating right now. We're through the last bar there. Excellent. Nice gap higher. Now this is Tanger. It is a real estate investment trust for retail shopping malls. So know that this carries a fair amount of risk. I'm not big on malls right now, especially not with the new wave of coronavirus. I don't know how many people are going to be out and shopping. So for me, I don't like this as a swing trade. I think it's kind of a risky play. So I would prefer to just day trade it on the long side. VIAC. This is really nice. Look at this. You've got this nice steady move here. Then you've got a compression. There's your high. There's your low. Stock bouncing back and forth within that range. And then boom, you get your breakout. Now, you would have expected on that earnings announcement right here that you would get a bar higher, but the market was also choppy and a little bit soft. The main point is that right now you do have the breakout, got some decent volume, got your relative strength, so everything is good. Only problem is when you have a stock like this that's that tight in terms of its average true range, it's not going to have a lot of premium in these options. So I can take a look at them, maybe the 31s, but I don't think we're going to get much, even though it's only $3, $4 out of the money. I think this is a stock I'm going to end up day trading on the long side. So let's see what we've got. Go through the exercise, see what we've got on those options, and I'm going to back this out, enter the symbol, VIAB, and doesn't have a lot of options available, period. So I don't know how excited I can get about this. Just know that there is a stock that I would day trade on the long side, and that is VIAB come Monday. I'm going to click GTC on top of that. That alert is set. Let's take a look at the price action on Friday. Nice, steady price action higher. So we've got another one that I like, at least for a day trade. Can't do a swing trade on it, but at least I'll be able to day trade it. And the final candidate is WKHS. Look at that steady price action. I know this stock. You saw this in my Saturday swing trading video that I published on YouTube. This is something that we were able to get a trade off on last Thursday morning, right out of the gate. It was in my weekly swing trading video that I published to One Option members on Wednesday night. This is a really nice looking chart here. And you can see how the stock pulled back. Now it's broken that downward sloping trend line to the upside. It's poked above the 100-day moving average. So on Wednesday evening, right in here, with it getting across the 50-day, we were selling a bullish put spread below this 100-day moving average. And on Thursday, we had a little pullback on the stock. It tested the 50-day moving average. As it did so, we got filled on our spread. So we are in really nice shape on that one. I don't think I would do a spread right now and get real aggressive with it. You could take a look at that 50-day moving average and see if you can get anything below the 2250 strike. It's a little bit close to the money right in here, but that might be something to consider. We already have a trade on in it, so I'm not going to be looking at adding to that position for the heck of it. In case you're interested in getting into a trade, we can take a look at the December 11th. We'll be taking a look at that 2250 strike, seeing if there might be something there for us. And we've got to go probably 22, and then we'll go 21. And there you can see that that spread is 10 cents bid, offered at 60 cents. Well, if I've got $1 between the strike prices, I need to get at least 20 cents for that. And actually, I think you can get more than that for this spread. But the stock does move around, so a little bit close to the money here. You can see if it just gave back Friday's gain, you're knocking on the door on this one. So make sure that the stock's got good relative strength before you enter this trade. You also have to make sure that the market has strength. You don't want to be doing these spreads Monday morning, just willy-nilly entering these orders when you look at the screen and you go, oh my gosh, it's an hour before the open and the S&P futures are down 50 points. If you see that happening, you should not have any orders pending. You should wait for that market support to come in, see what the market does, see what the stock does. Hopefully, it is still strong relative to the market. It could have pulled back, but maybe it didn't pull that far back, and maybe it's found support, double bottom, higher low, and the stock looks poised to recover before the market has even found its bottom, then you know you're still in good shape because the stock's got relative strength. Also, if the market's up 50 S&P points tomorrow, you don't want to be doing anything either because if the stock can't get off the deck, it's lost its relative strength. If it is the real deal, it's running higher with the market and the opportunity is gone as well. So the ideal situation is we've done the analysis, we know which stocks we like, and we have a flat open, an opportunity to enter, or a down open would also be good as long as we're able to monitor that support on the underlying stock. And if it holds, then you've got perhaps a really good entry point on these. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this content. It didn't take us long. We were able to find two really nice spreads to swing trade. We were able to find a couple of others that are set up well, and then we had probably 2 or 3 really good stocks for day trading. It doesn't take long. Option Stalker does all the heavy lifting for you. So if you haven't done so, please take the 2-week free trial. Come in, check it out on your own. Thanks so much. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.